Good morning, Auntie Grandma.
All right, good morning, my brother. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Nigerians. Anywhere you're watching.
We are looking at insecurity in Nigeria everywhere. We are seeing kidnapping in Kaduna. We are seeing it in Sokoto. We are seeing it in Borno. But we are not seeing much of such in Southeast. And some people are saying because of the vigilante groups in the Southeast. That is why. What is your view?
No, I disagree with them. It is not because of the vigilante group in Southeast. It is because naturally Igbos, they retaliate immediately you do something to them. Let's not link it because of the ESN or whatever. It is because the Igbos retaliate immediately do something to them. See, it's only the Yorubas that you do something to. You just say, let's be watching God's hand. It's only this thing. But Igbos, the moment you do something, they look at it. When they want to retaliate, it's always bad. And it's always brutal. And that is the reason.
So what are the medium through which they retaliate? Do they have security agencies? Do they have vigilante?
Not through security agencies. Let me tell you something. If you attack an Igbo man now, when an Igbo man will come with his own attack, it will be very bloody. So that is the reason. That is why even if you ask an Hausa man, he doesn't want to look for Igbo man problem. Because he knows, Igbos, they always say that Igbos do things above more than any other thing. Anything an Igbo man does is always above what other people have been doing. So that is the reason.
You've got mail.
There is ESN or whatever. No, I disagree. But because of the Igbo man kind of life, because once you do anything to an Igbo man, the next thing an Igbo man will be taken up. How do I retaliate? How do I revenge? So that is just the reason.
So what gives them that capacity to be able to retaliate when somebody do evil to them?
It is because their nature. It is the nature of an Igbo man. An Igbo man will not talk when you attack him. But when he wants to attack, when he wants to retaliate, it will be very bloody. That is the truth. Go and check the history of Igbo men. You will see that when they want to retaliate, it will be very bloody because it is in their nature, not just for anything. So people saying because ESN, no, I totally disagree. I keep telling people.
I wanted to know, what is that medium? What is that group? What is that platform? What is that process through which they used to retaliate?
Okay, now let me tell you. Igbo man now, when you attack an Igbo man, if he wants to retaliate, he could call his brother 1, 2, 3, 4. They discuss. And their own retaliation could be bloody than your own attack.
Okay, let me ask you again. If, we are seeing that kidnapping of 280-something persons in Kaduna,
yeah, we
pray it should not happen anyway.
Yeah.
But if such were to happen in the Southeast, how can the Igbos retaliate?
Okay, if such were, it will never even happen. Why I said it will never happen, because before you move those girls away, there will be an alert. There will be an alert. And people will block you. So it can't really happen.
How can they block people with gun?
See, let me tell you something. Oftentimes, all these kind of kidnaps, you hear it in the north or you hear it in the south, but you don't hear it in the east. Because such cannot be. And not only that, Igbos are not, our nature is not like that. Okay, fine. When you say ESN, I can also say ESN contribute to it. Let me not dispute ESN out of it. Because ESN presence is really sending shivers and fear to the Northerners. That's the truth. It's really sending fears to the Northerners. Because the presence of ESN makes them feel that these guys could retaliate anytime. Even the ESN don't fear Nigerian soldiers. So imagine ordinary Boko Haram or whatever. So that's it. I would say ESN to some extent. To some extent. Yes. At least it's
You've got mail.
Activities. It's checkmating their characters. And it's checkmating everything about them. So I would rather say that the presence of ESN is really making them to be conscious of some certain things they have to do.
So it's like a restraint.
Yes, exactly. It's making them to be conscious, because I don't want to put ESN aside fully. No, I don't. Because their presence is like a shock to them. Their presence.
Okay, what are the Southwest here? Is it because of Amateku? That is why they cannot operate?
Southwest, Yorubas are known for mouths. I grew up in
Okay, let us
Southwest.
stay in the Southeast anyway. Because we are looking at why such thing is not happening in the Southeast.
Yes, it cannot, because the Southeasterners, there's a way they train them. There's a way they made up their mind up. So such can never happen in the Southeast. And not only that, the Southeast are people who doesn't tolerate that. It can only be happening in the North. Let me tell you why it's happening in the North. It's not that the Northerners cannot protest. But who wants to protest? Everybody's afraid. Everybody's afraid to die. But you try to come and kill the night. That's